Hello, Aries. Welcome to your comeback reading. So, whatever area or energy in your life is needing a comeback, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to look at the general energies. We will look at all the positive energy that will be coming from all the lessons, the good stuff, as well as challenges, of course, with guidance on how to best navigate those for your highest good. So, for our beautiful Aries brethren, we have, ooh, what do we got here? Knowledge. Okay, so yeah, this feels like an expansion of your understanding, like you reconnecting with uh, you know, your enlightenment, or the things are coming to light. So you're going to be garnering some very important uh, information that you have either you used to know. It feels like some of you used to know, even in a previous life, like you used to know, maybe you've forgotten. This is your reminder, and it's going to come back even better, brighter, bigger. So I love that. We will dive more into that with the tarot momentarily, but first we're going to get into the positive. What is the good stuff? What is the most positive things that are happening energetically for you through this comeback, this garnering of new knowledge? Ooh, we have acceptance. I like that. Yes. So this acceptance is so good because it's about accepting things as they are. This new knowledge that is coming back or will be part of your comeback is about accepting things as they are or as they were. It was what it was. It is what it is. You're finding a new place of peace and joy about it. Letting go of letting go of any blame, shame, guilt, or negativity, because it is that acceptance is, remember, this is all positive, this particular column. So it is beautiful. And then we love to look at our challenges, because we learn more from our challenges than anything else. So that's why we look at it, so we can kind of say, when it comes up, we're like, "Ooh, this sounds familiar," or "This feels familiar. I think I heard that." And then obviously I want you to utilize the skills presented to navigate it for your highest good. So let's see what challenges may present Aries as they are, information or knowledge or whatever it is that is coming to light for you. And that is forever young. Okay, so that forever young card is about maturity. It is aspected as a challenge. So this is about growing up, like getting emotional maturity, emotional intelligence, taking personal responsibility. It's just literally the grow them up card, grow the bleep up card. And it is a challenge. So it's hard to let go of that. It's hard to grow up. And I am of a certain age, and we're still at the thing that I didn't know when I was younger, and many of you that are my age will back me up here. When do we grow up, right? Like, it's like every decade we're like, gosh, I keep waiting for that grow up feeling. It isn't. It's layers. It's layers. It's layers. So it's about really taking personal accountability and stepping into this new energy in a positive manner. It is challenging. It's hard to let go of that stuff. It's hard to let go of those. I don't want to say immature, but they are, there are traumas. There are wounds that come from our younger years or our childhood, and they tend to linger until we really look at them. So just because the challenge position doesn't mean you don't win, it doesn't mean you don't get it. It just is bringing or being brought to light so that you can be like, oh, okay, yeah, it's time for me to finally let that go. That's part of growing up. That's part of that challenge of forever young, is letting go. You're not the same person now as you were then. So you can stop feeling guilty about that. You were doing the best you could at the time. So part of that is just that growing up, even though it's a challenge card, it feels very positive because it frees you. It literally frees you from whatever has been kind of like, I'm feeling it off, like whatever guilt you've been carrying right here, or whatever burdens have been heavy on these shoulders in the background. Working in the background is what they're doing. So let's get your guidance card, first guidance card from Spirit, and then we'll dive into the tarot for some details. So, my beautiful Aries, this is Spirit's way of saying you need an adventure. Consider this comeback, this awakening, this illumination, and acceptance, a new adventure. Okay, this is because you're going to be able to experience the next phase of your life, or the next chapter, tomorrow, a week, a month, a year, whatever, however you want to have your chapters allocated. You're going to be feeling them or re-feeling them and it's going to feel different. It's going to be exciting. You're going to have, it's like taking black colored glasses off. You know, we all know about rose colored glasses, but we also have doom colored glasses, and you take those off and you see things in a new light. It is also Spirit is reminding me as well that that adventure card as guidance is Spirit's way of reminding you, go take a new adventure with new people. Do something fresh and new, and do it with new people. There needs to be an infusion of new energy, Aries, because you are a fire sign. You are dynamic. You are powerful. So they're like, go live your life undiluted. Like, and I mean dilute. Don't dilute it. Like, go live your life full bore, pedal to the metal. Is what I've got a feeling there. So we're going to go back to that general energy of the comeback awakening, and the knowledge you're learning. You're accumulating, or have accumulated quite a bit of life knowledge, and it's allowing you just new levels, or will allow you new levels, because I feel like for a lot of us this comeback energy is kind of like just starting to gain momentum, just starting to really get rolling. So we're kind of still in the middle of it. So let's see what else is coming around. We also, yes, I love that for you. This is progress towards wish fulfillment. That is the Nine of Cups. So this is the situation, this comeback energy is moving you forward into more joy, more happiness, more love, because of acceptance and emotional maturity. I mean, it all comes together, and I love it for you. We also have a page of, what is that? Page of Swords. So yeah, it's a new way of thinking, a new way of communicating, a new way of kind of relating intellectually to, previous challenges or problems, or your next phase too. So it's the pages are like the teenagers of the tarot. So they're not weighed down or cynical, like as we people can get as we get older, after experience after experience after experience. So it just feels like a fresh perspective and a fresh new beginning for you, and it is fabulous. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles for Aries, and that is enjoying this beautiful foundation. You are creating a wonderful, safe, and secure 3D life. Your human existence is becoming safe and secure and stable, and you get to really enjoy it. So I love that for you. Hold on, I gotta move my fan. I'm gonna do this over here. When I was making videos, I always make my videos, I try to, in the same shirt. I don't make all the, come on camera. I don't make all of my videos in the same day often. So I try to wear the same shirt. Well, 3 days ago, it was cold. It's not cold anymore. Have to have my fan on. With that, it's back to you, Aries. We're going to go into more of that positive energy. What is the most amazing good stuff coming for Aries through this comeback? And it is that first card, remember, was acceptance. Accepting that you were doing the best you could then, you're doing the best you can now. Just coming to peace, coming to terms with in the most positive way. And I feel like this is also for others in your life, that you're gonna release them from, the blame or shame or guilt, because you just accepted they were doing the best they could at the time too. Circumstances they were what they were. It is what it is, and you're coming to this beautiful place of peace. And I love that. That is truth. That is truth. This is living a beautiful truth. You're like your life truth, living it, finding peace, finding balance, and being really, really fair. Like justice is served, and you're being fair to yourself, more fair to yourself and others. So, and that's a major arcana. It is a big experience. I love this. And I don't often bring it up, but I feel called to point out that justice is blind. And so you're not seeing with your eyes. You're seeing with your heart and your truth and your soul, and this acceptance energy. So, and this emotional intelligence that you're working on. So I love it. I'm happy here. Now we also get the King of Pentacles. This is all the best things, the best foundation, safety, security, just because, but in a good way. Now I know sometimes the King of Pentacles can be considered like the boring king, but there is, as a woman especially, there is nothing boring to me about safety and security. That is one of our most important things. So I love this energy for you, because you live in your truth. You're feeling safer. You have created or are creating a beautiful life, next chapter. Okay. This next, tomorrow, a week, a year, however this feels for you, because this, in these general readings, especially, you need to utilize your beautiful discernment to make it more personalized. So I love that green energy in this card as well, because it feels very healing and soothing and grounded. It just feels grounded energy. And then we have a Nine of Wands. So yeah, an end to feeling exhausted. The Nine of Wands is usually the wounded warrior, you're tired, but it's all positive. So it's an ending. Your energy is improving, it's evolving, it's moving forward. You're going to feel refreshed and renewed. So I love every bit of that for my beautiful Aries. Now let's get to that challenges. Remember, we had that Forever Young card. It's about having a hard time or struggling with, the emotional intelligence or emotional maturity, taking personal responsibility. I don't know how much, it doesn't feel like a big struggle for a lot of you. Aries is fire, and you are usually type A personality and go-getters. So you'll take your generally you'll take your I don't want to say it like that, but you'll take your licking if you did something wrong or made a mistake. But this is part of your personality, that amped up personality that is Aries. There is a point where, yeah, you'll take you'll take your licks, but then there has to be a stopping point. And that's what I feel like this is also. Like, you've punished yourself enough, or you've gotten enough karma or justice or whatever that disciplinary feeling is for you. You've gotten enough. It's time to end. It's challenging because you have to let that go. You have to let it go. So let's see what else the tarot has to add. And then I see you lovers on the bottom of the deck. All righty, let's see. Yes, yes. You have to choose to be happy. You have to choose love. So that it's in the challenge position because it is a choice. You just have to choose. It's not as hard as you think it is. I know, Aries, you are conquerors. Like, you love a challenge, and you think things, you get satisfaction from overcoming hard things. But it doesn't have to be that hard. And that's the choice. That's why it's in the challenge position, because you can just choose to be happier, choose love, decide that enough is enough, and you're going to be happy about that situation, and let it go. And then there's the new. This is the Judgment card. This is the new, like, stepping into a new chapter, a new life, a new beginning. Okay, this is an epiphany. This is rising above previous circumstances, your old life, rising above and coming out of that old life, whether it was yesterday or 10 years ago or your childhood, and coming into the new, better, bigger, amazing life. Okay. It's in the challenge position because, again, you're going to have to choose. There's many choices along this way. There's many decisions. You're just going to have to, it can be exhausting, because you're trying to make it, I'm just getting this for Aries. You're trying to make it harder than it is. That's why it's in the challenge position, because it doesn't feel as difficult for me. So for you, it is just a choice. You can do it. You can do it. I just was picturing the Rob Schneider gif in my head. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this is considering others. The Queen of Pentacles is taking care of herself, home, health, wealth, finances, the garden, the projects, but also taking care of others. So which part of that, again, Aries, using the shopping cart method, take what you need, leave the rest. Okay, this may not all work for you, but that Queen of Pentacles, like, you considering others. Maybe you're trying to help too many people. Maybe you're trying to do too much. You'll have to decide, or you're doing too much for others, not enough for yourself, or too much for yourself and not enough for others. Like, there's something that you have to let go of, trying to take care of everything by yourself too. There's that aspect. So let's get to your beautiful guidance. That first one is the adventure. Consider this new chapter, this new knowledge of how to live the next beautiful chapter of your life towards wish fulfillment with new perspectives. Consider it an adventure. Infuse some new energy into it. Infuse some new people into it. As well as go have a new adventure. You might need to take a vacation, or take up a different hobby. Do something. I love this question. I ask myself this repeatedly throughout the year. When was the last time you did something for the first time? So it's time for a first. Okay, might be time to just do something like what is something that you have always wanted to do you haven't done yet. And the older we get, hopefully, the smaller that list gets. So I love that for you. We also have, here's another choice. We got the two of wands in that 10 of wands. So that 10 of wands is a burden. And as guidance, it is spirit's way of saying, let the burdens go. Whatever is too heavy, whatever that feeling is on here that you've been carrying doesn't serve you anymore. So let that burden go. And I love to point out this image because it is a two of wands in that image, and it is a choice. Just decide differently, decide better, choose wisely where, what, or whom deserves your beautiful energy, your beautiful attention, your time. Okay. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, it's time to shift out of feeling like you're not enough. You're enough just the way you are. You are a human being, not a human doing. You are not, although the world may judge us by our acts, that is not what is our worth. Okay, so you have to shift that thing. Shift how you think about not being enough or not having enough. Okay, because you do. You have more than you think you do, and you are worthy. Because I always like that person has their head, they're buried underground, they're isolated, they think they're alone, but they're not. Look, they have a loyal companion right there, and all they have to do is lift their head up and look around. It's a choice. There's the twos, by the way. I know you can't see this, but the twos, which are choices or decisions, cups and wands, are literally right across from each other. So they're highlighting it for you. Finally, we have the Page of Cups. So that is Spirit's way of reminding you to start again emotionally. Okay, just have a fresh emotional beginning. Come from it with that page energy, that teenager energy. Just love with a wild abandon yourself as well as others, and just start fresh. Start again. I love everybody that for my Aries. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to share, like, subscribe, do all the things. And as always, I look forward to seeing you in future videos.